Hey guys, TSW here, and welcome to my first walkthrough video for Mists of Pandaria, the beta. So, cheers for watching. If you do like this video in any way, shape or form, please hit the thumbs up button because it helps me out tremendously and also makes me know when I release a good video. I apologise for not uploading a video in the last month, but I've kind of started working, so I may bring some more information about what it is that I am doing alongside YouTube, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, that'll be in another video at some point. Anyway, so yeah, I got the beta access through, I presume, the annual pass, which I opted in for. At the moment, I'm not able to make any sort of pre-made level 85 or level 90 or whatever. I presume well, yeah, you can make 85s at the moment, but the queue is like destroyed and you're not able to actually make them at the moment. So I'll be making one of those as soon as I can. And showing you all the different classes, what it is that's new about them, and playing them in PvP and PvE, trying to do as much coverage as I can. But like I say, I am trying to do this as well as working as well. So like live streaming would be something that would be cool to maybe do during the day, and then, you know, the highlights of that uploading to YouTube. But as it turns out, it's perhaps better if I just stick to the YouTube for now. But let me know if you'd be interested in me live streaming all of this. But I can't honestly say that I'd be able to play all day like I perhaps used to a few months ago. Anyway, I'm making this Pandarian because, you know, it's a new race, new class or whatever, and the whole new creating a character system. So I do like the new character system of deciding what kind of haircut and facial hair and skin colour, etc. you have for your character. It's quite nice that when you rotate your character, all the previews on the right hand side rotate as well, so you don't have to spin your character around 90 degrees and flick through all the haircuts again. You can see them all simultaneously span around, which is really nice. I do not like the female Pandarians. I'm just going to go out there and say it straight away. I think the guys actually look much more fitting, as is often the case with races in WoW. The guys seem to be more suited. Anyway, I decided to call my character Pencil because, to be honest with you, I had no imagination whatsoever when I made this character. So that's why it's called something so unimaginative. Anyway, logging on, no surprise, there's a hell of a lot of pandas around, almost all of them being men, because, like I say, the women don't look especially cool. So, I'm going to go through a few of the starting quests, and I'm going to do this as sort of like a playthrough, a playthrough, mixture of the two, as I'm leveling this Pandarian monk, and then alongside this posting videos of some hopefully high level stuff as well. So I'm not making any promises, but I'll try and do some nice work on this channel, get some nice coverage, and share my thoughts, and yeah, so let me just increase the preview window. I still can't really read everything, but I'll try and do my best. So I'm just trying out a couple of the new emotes, like eating and stuff, seeing whatever that is on my action bars. You pick up some fist weapons here, which are pretty boring in all honesty. I try and sheath them out, and they're actually nothing. Actually, there might be something in my hands. I don't know. You can't really tell. Anyway, you predominantly use fist weapons as a monk. I think you have some sort of racial for them. I think you do. Anyway, I'm not too sure. Like, I don't know that much about Mr. Pandaria. I've not been actively following what's been going on, but I hope to learn a lot more about it as I play the beta, and also read up on forums and other people's content that they're producing. So, on the first quest, you have to just bash this target, and it's really easy. I have two abilities at the moment. One of them's jab, and the other one's a lightning thing, which stuns the target for 4 seconds, which has quite a long cooldown, but again is pretty, having no, it's not a stun. It's because you interrupt it when you attack them again. It's like I don't know what it's described as. But it is an interrupt, and it capacitates them for 4 seconds at least. So you do all those little, like, really bad starter quests where you just hit stuff, and now this quest is annoying as hell. because there were so many pandas trying to do this quest, you need to tag the mobs as quickly as possible. And in order to do that effectively, you just hit tab and number 1 as quickly as possible, so you can actually attack the mob before anyone else. You kill 6 of those guys, or defeat them, whatever, and then you progress through. One of the things I really don't like since Cataclysm, or even earlier than Cataclysm, is the whole the linear questing, where you have to do one quest, then another in that specific order in order to progress through the content, to progress through that zone, in order to, you know, get onto a different quest path or to level at all. Because like all this phasing stuff is, yeah, that's kind of cool, and there's a cube there that's obviously not been made yet. But yeah, I'm not a fan of having to do certain quests in a certain order. I'd much rather be given free reign. But again, that's someone who's played the game quite a bit. Whereas if you're a newcomer to the game, obviously you don't want to necessarily be given free reign access to you know, all the zones straight away. Because I remember the first time I played, I went into like Badlands at like level 12 or something, and you just get raped. And that was, you know, in original WoW, where you know, there's no chance you could do anything like that now. But anyway, yeah, just spam clicking all of the items in my bags to make sure I get the quest done before anyone else. It's really annoying when you have this many people trying to do the quests at once, and I'm afraid it's probably only going to be worse on Live Realms. But yeah, we'll see. One thing I do want to try and do is have a look into the whole leveling side as well, the leveling side as well, with Mists of Pandaria, and see, you know, what the best leveling routes are. But, you know, not focus too much on that, but also like the whole coverage of what's going on. You can see a little bit of the scenery here. It looks pretty nice. My graphics are on ultimate. They weren't at the very beginning. They're on high. But this is one of the guys we have to kill. A whole group of pandas have defeated him before me, but luckily, Blizzard, in their ways, you know, they do figure out that this guy's going to be killed a lot, so he is targetable and up for the quest objective straight away afterwards. So I'm just spamming my my jab. I think it's called jab. My jab ability. He leaps up in the air and does some sort of like knockback shockwave thing, which I predicted would throw me back, and it did. We defeat him, and yeah, we fought well apparently. So that's cool. We've got nothing else to do here, so we run back to our quest giver, and I think we get some wrists from this. As a monk, you are a leather wearer, if you aren't aware of that. And I was always under the impression that monks didn't have an auto swing. After playing the beta earlier today, they do, as far as I'm aware. I didn't do loads and loads of testing about it, but as far as I was aware, I was hitting for white swings being auto attacks. So I'm not quite sure if they changed that, but one of the things that was promised at BlizzCon was that they had this all new feature, but I think that they've got rid of it, where, you know, they wouldn't have auto swings. Anyway, again, because it's the beta and so many people are here, all you see are like a whole gangbang of monks all around a single mob as it respawns. But over here, which is not necessarily where the quest thing in the map tells you to go, there were the mobs we had to kill. So, you know, being in level 3, I was able to kill all of these guys pretty quickly, and I do get my Tiger Pain, I think it's called, ability. So our jab gives us chi, which are like combo points, and our new ability, Tiger's Pain, uses 1 chi. So, and the Tiger's Pain does do a lot more damage. It does like 3 times more damage, which is really nice because it does a lot more damage. It kills stuff a lot quicker. Makes sense, right? And then our jab costs us 40 energy, if I remember correctly. And as most starting areas, actually all of them since Cataclysm, you get yourself a few bags, which is quite handy. Because I remember back in the old days, you had to just get lucky, and bags would drop from mobs. If not, your bags would fill up very quickly. So we're progressing through the quests nice and swiftly. I've edited. Oh my god! I've edited it together, so I'm not really, you know, sitting around doing nothing. But oh my god, I don't know if you can see the clock in the top right under the map. It does take a while to get through these quests when there are so many people trying to do them, just trying to tag all these mobs and stuff. But this quest, it actually is beneficial to be on the beta where there are so many guys trying to kill things at once. As you can see, the progress bar at the bottom center of the screen is filling up quite nicely as the NPC is able to channel their chi or whatever it might be. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it wouldn't surprise me in a panda themed zone that chi would be a big part of it. Anyway, the progress bar fills and I am able to complete the quest, and I get myself a nice new chest item, which is always good. I'm not quite sure what level I get to in this video, but yeah, the quests aren't terribly boring. I'm not a big guy into quests, but it's something to do when you're bored. Like, I'd so much rather be getting gear or doing raids or something versus questing. But obviously you need to do it at some point, and this is a nice spot I found for this quest. All of these mobs spawning here, and they even ran towards me, which was nice. So I hand that quest in after killing 6 of those guys, and I get myself some breeches, some leg armor, so that's nice. And then I think this is one of the cool quests. This is the first quest where I think this is cool. It's a bit more of an exploring quest, and besides the quests... Oh no, it's the quest after this actually, sorry. My bad. So these are the routes you have to pick up for this quest, and you can't actually loot the routes unless you do the other quest first. So this is like so stupid and counterproductive and counterintuitive and whatever, in my opinion. You've got to use your quest item on this relic thing, stone thing coming out of the ground, and you kill these guys. And for some reason, it's like the guy I summon, I can't loot. I summon a load more guys, kill them, and I don't have looting rights to them. And even the guy that I was finally able to loot, I didn't have looting rights to because he was blacked out in the portrait. But anyway, I was able to loot him for some reason, so again, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Again, it's the beta, so don't expect, you know, it to be as broken as it is now, and don't expect, you know, stuff to be as it is, just in general. So I hand in that quest, all very well, and then we get onto a nice, cool quest after. Again, just keep looking at the time, because it takes so long to do these quests when they're so simplistic, but because there are so many people trying to do them, it's not necessarily too frustrating, because it's the beta, and all of these quests are new to me, like I've not seen anyone else play them before. So it's pretty cool. So we go into this cave, and these are the quests that I like. You go into a cave, you explore it. It's not just a bog standard cave, it's a new revamped Miss of Pandaria cave. I sound like the M&S adverts. If you live in Britain, you'll know what I mean. It's not just a normal cave, it's a Miss of Pandaria, bigger polygon count cave. Anyway, there's fire over here, and I'm being a badass and just going straight over the fire, whereas everyone else seems to be like avoiding it religiously. Anyway, we go into this cool looking cave, a load of pandas trying to do the quest as well. I'm sure I've phased out a few times and done whatever. There's quite a clear phasing point in the next few seconds. So I need to collect some sort of torch from this fiery mound collected here. And there are 4 other things to collect. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and we've done that quest. I don't really follow too much of the lore, but I do find it interesting, and it does patch in like random information together, knowing about the lore. But I don't actively like. I'd much rather get through the quests quickly, if you know what I mean, than read all of the chat and the logs to understand what's going on. I'd much rather just be level 85 already, spend all my time, you know, reading. But once you're max level and you know you've got all the gear you can get, that's, in my opinion, well, that's what I do. That's when I start to think about lore. So I got my roll ability. Am I level 5 now? Anyway, I got my roll ability, which is kind of cool. And one of the things that I was wondering about when they were talking about the warrior charging, I can't remember what the talent's called, but one of them was saying that you can charge twice before you start the cooldown. And I always wondered how they'd have that in the interface. And it seems that roll has a very similar mechanic in that it basically says you can use it twice. And then you get the cooldown, I believe. I'm not really sure. I've not really done so much rolling around. Actually, it's one of the abilities that I should probably use more. But anyway, we talked to this guy, and he's some sort of cat thing. And then you run out of the cave. He follows you. And then, yeah. Nice little cave cat guy. He gives you some sort of extra sprinting, running speed, which is nice. A lot of the new zones do this, where they give you some sort of mount or speed boost, just so you get from A to B a little bit quicker, and it means that it's a little less boring, which is always good. It doesn't actually tell me where I need to go specifically. It gives me the name of the location, and by process of elimination and being able to see like the last two letters of the next town, I'm able to deduce that I'm going in the right direction. Which is down here for this quest, and I do like going up onto high ground and low ground and all the valleys and whatnot that you get in the game, and you can just see the starting area. It doesn't look too special actually, but this whole stuff looks epic. I think running through like the doorways, the whole China theme, looking really cool. And that brings us to pretty much the end of the first video. Cheers for watching, and because this is the first video, I am open to suggestions and whatever, so please leave a comment with whatever you want to see, like which class I should do first when I can get on to like a level 85 or maybe level 90, which one I should level to 90, like which class, which spec, and I'll take all of what you guys leave as comments into consideration, and then pick one from there. So yeah, I'll also try and get my mate Liam in. If you've been watching other videos on my channel, Liam X3, he's a Moonkin. Try and get him in on the action, and also my thoughts for Mr. Pandaria, as well as having a job now. I think that I will most likely have to veer more so into PvP than PvE. So cheers for watching, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys later for some more Mr. Pandaria videos. Cheers, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.